Hi, welcome back. Professionals, students, and my dear friends. Let me share one more experience which I have faced early of my career. Okay. So, what is the topic today about my experience? Sometimes tough times ahead before you imagine in your project, but I would say it's rare in SAP ECC or S4 HANA. Probably it's a complex sentence you might not understand. What I mean to say is that you will be aligned with tough projects once in a while, once in a while out of your 5 years or 6 years or 10 years of career. So I got one project like that, which is like around 2.5 or 2.0 years of experience. I have finished first two implementations, and after that I got one project on agriculture domain, and which is on commodity management. I don't want to name out the client. What is the bitter experience with the client? See, I have given my interview. Okay. The interview run through almost 1 hour, 25 or 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1.5 hour interview continuously done by one client SAP counterpart with me. I am from service company on a deputation basis. I'm supposed to travel from literally from my home 25 to 30 kilometers. No roster cab. We'll discuss about that. Different kind of cabs will be there, facilities. So up and down, it is killing like 5 to 6 hours. Apart from working hours, it's in a UK shift. It starts 12:30 and it is going to finish by 8:30. Sometimes it's a never-ending business because what are the requirements I handle, those are not SD requirements. Actually, that guy taken interview on SAP SD sales and distribution. Okay. Even I cannot imagine such kind of requirements I supposed to face throughout of my career. But 1.5 years. What is the fighting time? 1.5 years. Okay. So they have given two or three migration tables, which is related to production bombs and your manufacturing bombs on agriculture domain. So the bomb is not like five, 3 levels or 5 levels. It is more than 10 levels or 20 levels of the bomb of ingredients of your oil products, agriculture commodity products actually. So there are different things actually you cannot imagine when you are learning at the time of your institution level or else your previous project experience nowhere matching with the current project where you're supposed to work such kind of domains. Like literally uh, almost crying to handle that, but I took that one as a challenge. That was the first time I handled the 40 years old experienced consultant from USA agriculture domain, but I worked on offshores. Uh, a lot of politics, of course, sometimes very good feedback, hikes. That is different story. When it comes to work, why it is so challenging? There we have developed migration tables like around 20 to 30 columns, and I am the only person not worked actually. Most of the technical development done by Accenture. That was the time. That is not my company. I worked for another service company as a company counterpart actually. Sorry, client counterpart. Okay. Such a case, what happens? Every day is challenging. Every field you don't know, nowhere matching with sales and distribution, and somewhere some fields are coming like stock in transit. Why should we handle? That is handled by, that is one bucket. Like for example, POD, proof of delivery, that is our bucket, like those quantities. And transit is something which is relevant to when it comes to business. Certain projects, if you are SD consultant or consultant or WM consultant, it doesn't matter. When you picking up those requirements which is not related to you, they will call them, those are like as part of a niche skill. Even client itself cannot able to handle, their employees cannot able to handle such a case. They will take outside consultants to handle like this as contractors. I am one that. That's where the tough times for me actually, to handle such kind of complex requirements. I have seen real time pressure actually. How many months I successfully handle 1.5 months. So when customer says that either we fail as a team or multiple teams, if you don't want to go live because that is client requirement, if they want it, they can push to the second phase. But we didn't do that. My client, my dear colleague friend, my spiritual friend, I don't want to name out about him. Probably if I have any chance, we'll do direct bite for YouTube for his introduction. He is in purely into agriculture and commodity certification domain, relevant stuff he has, and I'm from SAP. Everything need to be done in SAP. So we have to work for these migration tables for netting calculation based on SD billing documents or billing documents, trading contracts, a lot of stuff actually. Even if you talk about all these things, if I talk about these requirements, probably only specific to that particular project. That's why I don't want to discuss about in detail about. There is something called string calculation and yield calculation in. Okay, so there is something called trade relevant, non-relevant, trade relevant materials, and something which is not even near to your SD. Actually, the domain itself is something specific domain, and a commodity pricing engine. A lot of stuff actually. I feel that I have finished 2 implementation projects on SD. Then I thought that so life is so smooth, we can handle SD just like this. But it's not like that. So there I learned one more lesson, like I accepted. I won it. That is different story. That is one kind of when you would like to handle tough thing, right? You can handle your things so smoothly and easily. That's what I wanted to say by this. So I have learned a lesson. So the domain which is not relevant for you, the project requirements which is not relevant for you, okay, even if it is not close to SD, better don't take that much pressure. That experience won't be helpful to your further. Okay, especially for this client and these requirements. Okay, this third project, when I try to open, first I am getting feared to recollect what I have done 7 years ago. Okay, so when I try to explain, literally on interview, the interviewer getting sleep actually. Okay, so that much complexity is there. Okay, so sometimes you never imagine the project which is going to choose you, that is your karmic cycle, you cannot able to escape from it. So most of the times in regular module, either SDMM or FICO or whatever the module, those requirements only people try to drop, not even try to fight for it. Leave about that. Those things which you're supposed to handle, you nowhere related that you are in the middle of the sea. You don't have an option. Then take a challenge and handle. That's what I'm telling. So do ice breaking sessions and speak to customer and try to understand, capture everything Excel. Try to map them in ABAP, on-site coordinators and off-site ABAPers, and everyone should have to try to achieve this common goal, which they don't know from all parties around. Such requirements also will be there. So I don't want to give a fear to you. Generally, you will have, if you are SD, then see, after that, all projects are so easy. So for pricing also, I have handled some toughness. And future, I will try to handle, I'll try to explain about that experience. So every day I will try to give some tips, how the real time, which I have. If you have these kind of experiences, please comment, and so that probably others can able to share your views, so that it will be like biggest motivation before getting into the IT to handle the tough things, not only easy things. Okay, if you would like to listen some more stories from my side, okay, this is one thing. So Like, this is my YouTube channel. If you want, you can try it. I have a lot of stuff, sales and distribution, 100 plus hours, and I have few courses which is specifically useful for all modules. Getting master to write functional specification, this is one thing, and idocs and pricing, and advanced level, this is on S4 HANA screens. This is one of the top rated course at my end. It is going to rock in future for every real-time professional and those professionals who wanted to become IT consultants on sales and distribution area can utilize again and again. That much hard work I have done for this course, and a few SAP S4 HANA courses also. Okay. Finally, only one conclusion I would like to say. So, if something tough times ahead, you cannot imagine you will get such kind of project, then that is also good for you. Handle it. When you handle such kind of things, then you can put a benchmark yourself. Leave about the money what you are getting, the benefits what you are getting in this project. Especially, I worked in this project a lot of politics. Okay, I'm supposed to travel for on-site for 1 week. Of course, they are not paying money. At least for a trip, I supposed to go. It didn't happen. That's okay. They have sent their own colleague junior. I only trained myself. I sent him. They sent him. Okay, under my knowledge umbrella. Okay, so leave about that. Politics everywhere there. Don't worry about that. What you are getting, you work honestly. I will tell you about one more lesson that is very, very important. Probably like 1 or 2 lessons from this project I have learned that I will explain you what are all the good and bad experiences. And I don't say that I haven't done mistakes. I also done some mistakes, not in SAP and technical, some personal mistakes since I have done there, like countering the client complaint. We'll discuss that. We'll have time to go how to behave at client players and what should be the instructions you have to take before to see a successful career ahead in SAP SD or SAP any other module. Jai Bharat. Thanks for listening this. Be ready for the game. Probably like I have 1,000 plus subscribers, or else if he is not subscriber also, probably after seeing this video, he will have that inspiration like when tough times are ahead, if he is getting surprising project, he will be ready either to deny or accepting the challenge like me after listening this story. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. Jai Bharat.